Welcome back to my channel, and I am so excited because I have decided that for year 9, 2025, I am going to start doing Wisdom Wednesdays. I think that this is something that can help people kind of get through their week a little bit easier. Like, what is the energy? What sort of belief or attitude should we be walking in? And for me, if you are a part of the collective, or like the collective that I am tapped into, how you will know this message is for you is if it resonates. If it does not resonate for you, that's okay. Maybe I'm not the person that you're supposed to be connecting with during this time, but everybody could use a teacher, everybody could use a guide, everybody could use somebody that is not afraid to be open and vulnerable with their journey. So that's why I'm here. If you see me looking down on my laptop, it's because I've written a few things I want to stay on track, because I tend to just start here and then go. I know myself, and to hold myself accountable and to be disciplined, I am like, girl, just write them down and don't veer off of these 3 things. So the first thing that I want to talk about that is going to help you with this year, and not even just this week, this year, is emotional intelligence. You must be emotionally intelligent. If things can provoke your emotions, if they can get a rise out of you, and then you are emotionally unstable, and then you're putting your emotion into things and people and everywhere and everything. If you are emotionally undisciplined, then things can control your energy. Then things can control you. So emotional intelligence is very, very important, because as we connect with people, as we collaborate, as we meet more and more people, there are going to be people out there that will try to rope you in emotionally. Not because they're malicious, not because they're evil, bad people, some of them, but because that's all they know. That is how they have been programmed to think and to act and to feel. Some people have codependency issues. Some people have other sorts of trauma that make them connect to people in a way that pulls and tugs on their emotions, because they don't want to be abandoned. They don't want to be left. They, for whatever reason, they act how they act. So having emotional intelligence is saying, I am here with you, I am present with you, I feel you, I sense you, but I cannot carry you. I can hold your hand while you navigate your own emotions, while you navigate your own feelings, while you navigate whatever your life or whatever space in life you were at, but I cannot do it for you. And for a lot of us, that is where we have made a wrong turn, right? We're like, no, but we've been there, and we've, and we want to show up. And it does not make you a bad person if you decide to take it off when you get home. If you decide to be in that moment with them, cool. But when you get home, by the time that you arrive at your place of residence, where maybe you have a family to tend to, maybe you just like your energy to be a certain way, whatever the case may be, you are allowed to then take it off. I want you to think about therapists. I want you to think about anybody who works in the mental health field. Do you think that with every single client that has all kind of traumas and issues and everything else, do you believe that a healthy individual takes that home? No, they know how to take it off. So you need to move with a certain level of emotional intelligence. And also, emotional intelligence has to do with our close connections as well. As we talk about collaboration, as we talk about community, as we talk about connecting with people, allow people to express themselves. Allow people to be emotional. People cry. People should cry. People should cry. For me personally, in my circles, what I like to do is to hold space for people to feel however they feel. If you are angry and you're crying, you're lashing out, so maybe you need to do that, right? So we have to stop being afraid of our emotions. When we feel something, and you're justified in how you feel. So we have to be emotionally intelligent so we can build more spaces where people feel vulnerable enough to express, especially when we talk about like men and Black men and mental health and how they don't have safe spaces and they don't have people that they can talk to and turn to and everything else. And people, the suicide rates are going up and up and up. We need places where we are emotionally safe, period, point blank. And that also means that we can hold each other emotionally accountable. So if you are tying your identity to all of your troubles and your woes and your sorrows, you are not going to pair well with somebody like me who is saying, yes, 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 valid, 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 hear you, hear you, hear you. But how are we going to move forward? How are we going to move forward? How are we going to build forward, right? Because after a certain point, you can't be a victim. You cannot be a victim. And next week, I'm going to touch on the victim mentality. So I'm staying on track. I'm fighting. You see me? Do you see me? I'm fighting with everything in me to stay on track. So when it comes to emotional intelligence, I want to let you know this. Crying equals release. If you are whatever the actual percentage is of made of water, if you were 75% made of water, and water holds memory, water holds memory. When you cry, you are releasing. You are supposed to be crying. It is okay to cry. So many people are afraid to cry. I know that maybe in the past you haven't had vulnerable spaces. I know maybe in the past people have laughed at you or held it against you, or you just felt uncomfortable with crying. But the energy that we're under is requiring you to be emotionally intelligent with others and yourself. You have to be vulnerable with yourself, if not with anybody else. When you cry, you are releasing memory. When we talk about moving forward, when we talk about not attaching ourselves to our past identities, crying is going to be essential. You have to cry, period, point blank. Okay, so that I'm going to wrap this up about emotional intelligence. You get it. Have emotional intelligence, have discernment, be emotional when you need to be emotional, but do not let your emotions control you. Do not let your emotions control you. How you control your emotions is by letting it out. You are in control in that moment, even if you feel uncontrollable, even if you don't like the sensation of crying, even if you don't like, you are releasing, you are letting go, you are opening, you aren't holding it in, and then all of a sudden you're lashing out on that person that, gave you the wrong amount of change, and now you're just an asshole. You know what I'm saying? So you have to let it go. And that also ties into transformation, completion, growth, elevation, when we're talking about year 9. And then the next point, staying away from celebrity gossip. I have been waiting to speak on this. Why do y'all care about celebrities? Why do you care about their personal business and what they're doing and who they're doing and how they're doing it? I cannot tell you how many people invest more into celebrity gossip and relationships than they do in their actual lives. It is dangerous, and it is a form of absolute brain rot. You are rotting your brain. You are rotting yourself from the inside out when you are worried about this person, that person who does not personally know you and you do not know them personally. Stay away from celebrity gossip, because when we talk about distractions, I'm not a distraction kind of person. I believe this. If you were talking about everybody being distracted, that means that you're distracted because you're focused on everybody else being distracted. You're distracted too, bitch. Hello. So anyway, but that is a distraction. That they're not wrong. That is a distraction. When you're looking at what is happening in the media, and you're looking at the person more than you're looking at the situation and the state of the world and the deeper intricacies of the situation, you are focused on the wrong thing. You look at how many jokes came out when it was the whole Diddy thing. The underlying issues here were like pedophilia and assault and rape and other horrendous things. We are so focused on Diddy when we should be looking at our society and saying, dang. You get what I'm saying? So tackle the root issues while removing the celebrities from the situation, okay? So just stay away from celebrity gossip and celebrities, because this energy will do anything it can to try to siphon yours and to keep you in lower frequencies. And the lowest damn form of frequency is being tapped into lower frequency people's issues and problems that do, it's all a distraction and illusion and a media setup. You don't know these people do not know you. Support the good people. So support the people who aren't in the media all the time on some BS. Okay? I'm not talking about the people that are being attacked. I'm talking about, like, why are you influenced by these people in any way, shape, or form? Do you want their life? Do you, like, really think about it? Think about, look, if there are artists and their music is just sad, depressed, he's constantly cheating, do you want to trade places with her or him? Okay, then. Moving on. My next point. Staying calm. You must stay calm. This year is going to pull on your anger, because when you are angry and when you are in a space where you have that thing that takes it, you know what I'm talking about. If you're a person that gets really angry, you know that fire, that passion, it ignites in you and you just go. And so instead of using that energy in a way where you're maybe assaulting people, where you're maybe flipping your lid, where you're just talking negatively all the time and complaining and blah, 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 and you're angry at this, and you're angry at your mama, and you're angry at your daddy, and you're angry, and you're angry, and you're angry, and you're angry, transmute that into passion. Transmute that into energy that you can use to create. You need your anger to create. We're all angry. We're all angry. Look at the state of the world. We are all upset. We are all angry. But if you are crashing out every other weekend because you cannot control your anger, you're wasting all of your creative energy. You wonder why the next day you can't write, or you can't think, or you can't do in whatever way that you create, in whatever way you are an artist, because you're probably an artist. You're wondering why. It's because you used all of your energy to be mad and pissed off because someone cut you off in traffic. Okay? I need you to master staying calm internally. When you stay calm under the pressure, you can think clearly. You can hear clearly. If you need to smoke a little butt, do what you got to do to calm down and relax. If you need to go outside and enjoy nature, take a walk, do what you got to do. If you got to talk to a trusted ear, do what you got to do. But control your anger and remain calm. Because once you tap into this beast, there is an energy of anger that is swirling around in this country right now. All over the world, but I live in America, so I'm saying in this country. There is a energy that is looking to consume you through your anger. Do you hear me? Do you hear the warning that I'm giving you? There is an energy that is looking to consume you through your anger. The more angrier that you are, the more you are stuck and siphoned into this loop of low frequency, where they will harvest your energy and take you for everything that you got. They don't care about you being sick. They don't care about you being homeless. They don't care about you, whiteness, capitalism, America. They don't care. They need your energy to sustain themselves, and it's you or them. And who do you think they're going to pick? So I'm telling you, remain calm. There will be a lot of things that are going to pull and tug on your anger. Be angry with your artist friends, where y'all get together and y'all plot and y'all scheme and y'all take over the fucking world. Be angry in the right spaces around the right people. Do not let these people who are dealing with their lower nature, because this is a year of the 9, so people's true colors, or not even true colors, their true emotions, who they truly are, is going to be popping out as they battle it out with their own demons. Do not let them drag you down with them. They will say things, they will do things to make you angry, because they need your energy to sustain themselves. And if it's you or them, they're choosing themselves every single time, and so should you. And I'm telling you that your only way out is to remain calm, so you can think clearly, so that you can get the guidance, the support, the protection that you need in order to navigate this energy. I need you to transform and transmute all of your creativity into action instead of reaction. There are going to be people that are purposely trying to trigger you, because this year people are their true selves. There is no hiding. We're underneath the age of Aquarius. All masks are ripped off. If you met an Aquarius, then you know they are them, period, point blank. Period, point blank. So match that same energy, okay? So under this year where nothing is hidden, there are going to be people who they need your energy. They will try to siphon off of your energy because they need you to be in lower frequencies so they can latch onto your good energy. Just like the state of this world where there is all of this destruction, this greed, this evil sort of mentality, this evil sort of wrongdoing, they need you in a lower state of frequency so they can siphon off your energy. I need you to remain calm under all circumstances so that you can think clearly, so that you can produce clearly, so that you can be an open channel and an open vessel for the divine, so they can not only reach you, but so they can reach others through you. It is about collaboration. It is about community, and we each have a responsibility to remain calm. So I also wanted to get into some things that I do to help me remain true to some of these things. So like emotional intelligence. The key to being emotionally intelligent is to self-care. You need to start self-caring. Get your ass up, get dressed, take a walk, open a window, sit down, have a cup of tea, take a moment. If you gotta work, don't work for them, make them bitches work for you. Do whatever you gotta do to take care of yourself. Self-care branches off into so many different things. Self-care is thinking of yourself daily. Before you think of this and that and other things, think about yourself. Did you eat today? Right? Have you drank water today? I know these sound cliche, but it's the truth. The more and more you start to take care of yourself, the more and more you will be able to actually regulate your nervous system, and the more and more you will start to think clearly. That is how you start to practice emotional intelligence. When it comes to celebrity gossip, simple. I fill myself up with positivity. I want positive things around positive people. And I'm not talking about toxic positivity. I'm talking about people who have good hearts and good character and good morals and good values. I want to surround myself with people like that. And I'm not saying that, you know, everybody has to be on that level, or, you know, they have to be there for me to even want to deal with them. I'm just saying that on a day-to-day basis, I take in more good than I do negative. I take in more good than I do bad. Simple. And then the last step of remaining calm, breathing. You need to get into breathing techniques. You need to learn how to breathe properly. You need to learn how to check in to make sure that you are breathing properly. You need to check in with your breath. Meditation, yoga, journaling, whatever you need to do to connect with your breath. So these are some things that I do to help me. And again, it's your journey. So I can't give you a deeper breakdown of, well, do this and this and this. No, figure out what self-care means to you. Figure out what connecting with your breath looks like to you. Figure out who is your sort of positive inspiration in your life. Whatever artist, whatever musician, whatever you're into. I just say artists and whatever I just said, because that's just more my style, but your style may be different. So I hope that this helped. Thank you for coming to my first dang it, y'all, why do I keep messing up? My first Wisdom Wednesday. Thank you. Wisdom Wednesday. Thank you for coming to my first Wednesday. Girl, I'm over it.